Hey guys, Kirk from AcidByte here, and today I want to show you our wipes and lights transition package. There's a ton of cool assets in here, and using these you can make a transition like this. Alright guys, let's see how this is made. So when we import our assets from the package, you're going to have two folders, the lights and the wipes. All the assets here are shot in 4K UHD. They are ProRes, and they are ungraded, so you can grade them to fit perfectly with your edit. What I'm going to show you is a very simple but a very powerful transition. So inside of the lights folder, we have 28 different assets here. These were mostly filmed at night, and we're making an effort here to make all of these assets, including the wipes, fairly abstract so that you can put these into almost any edit. In the wipes folder, we have mostly daytime assets, and these are mostly shot in urban environments, and again, trying to keep it abstract. And what you're going to see is that each of these assets comes with a custom piece of sound design. And honestly, guys, that really elevates these kinds of transitions that you're downloading, because it takes all the work of doing the sound design out of your hands, and to be able to have access to 56 different unique sounds that you can mix and match, and you can even apply them to other places in your edit, to me that's just a huge bonus for this whole package. So in this edit, I'm transitioning from a daytime shot in an urban environment with a little bit of greenery into a nighttime shot with a lot of warm lighting. So what I'm going to do first is look for a wipe asset that kind of matches this environment. And I know that number 17 is going to work well here because we have some trees and buildings in the shot. So what I'm going to do is put that actually between these two clips. Now let's take a second to talk about the asset. It is going to have a couple black frames at the beginning of the shot, because we want to delete these black frames. And the reason we're providing them this way is because in a transition like this, you actually want the sound design to come in just a little bit ahead of time before you see the transition with your eyes. And the reason is because in your brain, it really helps to combine these two different shots when you sort of anticipate that it's going to happen. So we designed it this way on purpose, and similarly at the end of the shot you'll find more black frames, and we want to delete those as well and leave the end of this sound effect, which is going to have a little bit of reverb, and it's going to fade out on its own, and we want that to be under the next clip. It's going to really help to combine the whole situation together. And another thing to keep in mind here is that we said these were shot in 4K, right? My timeline here is actually HD, so I'm going to say scale to frame size, and that's going to shrink it down to exactly the right resolution. Now, I think we could potentially leave the transition like this, and that would be effective. But because we have all these amazing light assets, and I know we have ones that are going to fit perfectly with this footage, I think we can make the transition even better. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to find light number 9. And as you can see, it kind of has the perfect color temperature. It has the exact kind of warm lighting that you see in the background of our shot. So I'm going to grab that and pull it in here as well. And again, we just want to get rid of those black frames. I'm going to unlink this so that I don't cut the sound effect by accident, and get those black frames. And I'm going to take these two and just line them up right there and bring my footage over. And now we pretty much have an amazing transition. So just to quickly show you an example, let's add a little bit of color grade onto here. I'm going to switch over to my color workspace, and I think I'm just going to give it a little bit of an S-curve just to get those highlights and shadows in here. And then I'm going to do the same thing on light number 9. And you can see right away it's already going to make a huge difference. Okay. Boom. I mean, that's amazing, guys. It's so easy. It's so simple. And I'm like, the amount of assets that you have to work with, like, the possibilities are endless. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. Thank you for downloading. We're really excited to see what you come up with. We hope these are useful for you. That's all from me. See you guys next time.